at San Diego World's Gym, and I got PJ Braun on the line. We're going to talk about his diet, which has just begun. Well, it's almost 2 weeks now, and I was just in town in San Diego to work out with you, and you could see we're already warming up doing your PJ Braun shoulder workout.
Yeah, this is not my always shoulder workout. I actually started messing around with this machine a little bit, and then I stopped using it. I went back to using dumbbells, which is probably my main staple. But this is a really cool machine. It's kind of like a hammer strength, but not really. It's very old. I've never seen it at any other gym. Seat's a little weird. You're pressing from a very unique angle. And I wanted you to try it. I wanted you to feel it because it's cool. It's cool to try new stuff like that. So I decided we'd use this today. We warmed up a little bit with some machine lateral raises first, which I always do some sort of lateral raise first before I go into my presses. But what did you think of this machine?
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was different. Like you said, it's definitely different than a hammer strength machine. When we started so light, and we really didn't get that heavy, like weight-wise, I was expecting it to be easier. Like a hammer strength machine, I'm not like crazy strong or anything, but I could do 4 plates, and I don't think that I could have done 4 plates for even one on this one. Matter of fact, I know I couldn't have. So it was definitely different.
No,
it was definitely different.
It's hard. It's a lot harder.
Let's talk about you have just started dieting. I say you just started, but it's almost 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah, this workout was it was the second to last workout I had before I started dieting. So you came out here to have some good times with me, race some go-karts, work out, and then as soon as you left, I started dieting. So Monday will be 2 weeks.
Now, people will notice in this video. Now, you don't take off your sweatshirt towards the end, till towards the end, but in the video, you're already very lean. How much difference are we going to see when we see your first actual video now that you're dieting?
Believe it or not, you'll see a considerable difference. One thing about me, I have a very fast metabolism. I eat a lot of food that is not clean in the off season, and I still stay fairly lean. So as soon as I clean up my diet and start doing cardio, I actually drop whatever water weight I have pretty fast. So that stuff was all gone within the matter of the first week, and I've dropped, believe it or not, I've dropped almost 12 pounds already in the first 2 weeks, which is mostly just water and stuff, and a little bit of fat, of course, as well. I've started my diet a little bit aggressively to be ahead of schedule. So in the next video you see, I think you'll see a considerable difference from this. My face is already kind of drawn in.
I actually noticed that. I think you did a video, or I saw a picture of you, and your face is actually noticeably leaner already.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. Amber was like shocked. I told her, you could always talk, and people were like, yeah, whatever. Right. And I told her, I was like, watch, my body will change really, really fast. And the other morning I woke up, and she was like, what the hell? Why are you so skinny already? I'm like, whoa. I am not
lean, right? Of course, that's a horrible mistake when women tell you that. I've had girls before tell me when I was dieting. I remember I went on a date or something, and a girl said, "Oh my God!" When I showed, she looked at I think I took off my shirt for who knows why, but I took off my shirt, and she's like, "Wow, you're so skinny," and I'm like, "Oh man, that is not what you want to tell me."
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do.
All right, so we got to talk about this, PJ. You just went. This was the final challenge set. And you see me getting pumped up for this one because it's important. Because usually when we work out together, we'll at least do one thing where I'm trying to beat you, or you're trying to beat me, I suppose. And it really should be you trying to beat me, because at this point you usually lose on these. And this day was no different. This day was no different, thankfully.
I usually lose on these. Yes, you did in fact win the challenge that I didn't know was a challenge until we were doing our last sets. Many will notice that I had much more control in the eccentric or negative portion of the movement than you did. I also did more reps on the sets prior to that, which obviously you were saving your energy for the last one. I'm in this business to stay injury free, and my days of trying to be Aaron Singerman in crazy pressing contests are, unfortunately, I'm sorry to the general public, are over.
Well, anyway, I won, and that's really the important thing. So we're doing some seated laterals. You're a big fan of seated laterals, but you don't do what I do, and what a lot of people do is go real heavy. You stay relatively light on these. Why?
The trapezius is such a strong muscle that I find it takes over very easily. And what I like to do is I kind of like to imagine that I'm trying to dislocate my arm from my body. Like I want my arm to come out as far away from my body as I possibly can. You can really, really feel it in the medial head of your delt when you do that. Now, when you try to use a lot of weight and kind of muscle it up, your traps engage a lot of the movement, and I think that you stimulate your traps a lot. I see people doing that, and I ask them where it's burning, and they show all the way up in here in my neck and everything. And you should really try to be focusing just on the medial head of your delt, and that's why I do it like that.
You could tell you're already pretty lean here. Look, Lewis is pumping you up there. You see that? You're actually listening to music. You don't hear any of that.
I can't hear anything that he's saying, and if you need somebody to pump you up for bent over dumbbell laterals with 25 pounds, it's not a good sign, but I do appreciate him helping.
You're pretty lean here already. Now, this is another one. You don't go real heavy on this one either. Some guys, I know I've seen guys do 80-pound dumbbells like that, but you really stay relatively light once again here.
Yeah, it's another one I find. The posterior deltoid is a very small muscle, and it's just a matter of how much other work do you want to be, involved when you do something. If you go light, you can actually really, really feel the posterior delt working, and you can even see in the mirror. You can actually see the posterior delt because I'm lean enough, like contracting on all my reps. Whereas if you're just taking 50, 60-pound dumbbells and really muscling it up, although I have seen Evan do them with pretty strict form with like 60-pound dumbbells, but he has some tremendously large shoulders. I find laterals are better, really, really strict form.
All right, we're moving on to a machine press. This was like our kind of, I guess you'd say, a finishing movement or whatever. Why are we doing this? Why did you decide to bring us here?
I like this machine. It's another one that's unique that I've only seen in this gym. It's really smooth. It gives you a deep burn so deep. And you can do like FST7 type of stuff with this machine. I do like a lot of high reps or negatives and stuff on here. Pause reps. Contracting the muscle in different positions. It's really good to burn out. The stack is not that heavy. You could do the whole stack easily. So you wouldn't do it in the beginning of the workout fresh. It's more of something you do to burn out at the end.
You could do like, instead of the FST7, it could be like the PJB 30 on this thing.
Yeah, like PJB 30 is what we usually do.
Yeah.
Down in the world, 619.
So give us some final words. We're coming to the end of the video. Give us a prediction. Junior Nationals is first. How will PJ Braun do?
My goal is I want to win my class. Obviously, I'd love to win the overall. I've never done Junior Nationals. I think a class win there would be awesome. I think an overall would be fantastic. And my goal is to win my class. Oh, by the way, I have a camera, ladies and gentlemen, so expect more movies soon. It's on its way. It should be here any day now.
Thank you. Iron Mag Labs, PJ Braun, Aaron Singerman. We are out.